Hey everybody, it's Alex Anselme here with Anselme Tennis, and yes, that was me who just missed a forehand right on top of the net over there on the first point of this match. And you'll notice at the end of the score line there of the first point, 0-0-0-0, I put a little asterisk at the end of the score. And you'll notice throughout the video that there are some asterisks at the end of certain points, okay? And the point of today's video, what I want to share with you, is maybe teach you a little bit. You're going to see here, this is a point with an asterisk as well, because, well, this is what happens. And when that happens, basically when there's something that you can probably somewhat easily, maybe not easily, but well, let's just say that if you have a reasonable expectation that you should be able to change that, or that you could change that, then you should, okay? And usually when you're going to go back in your matches, you're going to find that there are a handful of points or so that if you could have changed the outcome of those points, maybe the match could have gone a different way, okay? So the point of this video is just going to be to share some of these match highlights with you, let you watch, let you enjoy some of the tennis, but then again, also let you know how you want to look at things, right? That was another asterisk point right there. How you want to look at things, how you want to go back in your match and be able to learn from your practice matches, okay? I think nowadays it's pretty easy for players to be able to record your own matches, just as like I'm doing right here. This is basically just my phone set up on a tripod that's hanging up from the back fence on a tennis court. Okay, when you record your matches, first of all, you can also edit through all the downtime in between points. So you'll see that here this is a little over 10-minute long video, but there are 2 sets. Every single point of 2 sets played. So you can, in 10 minutes of watching a video, you can watch all of the points in your match too. It's not going to take you, if the match lasted an hour or an hour and a half, it's not going to take you an hour or an hour and a half to rewatch every single point. You can only rewatch it in 10 minutes or so, okay? And when you rewatch it, you want to be able to spot, like that was an error right there as well that I wish I could take back or change, because that was kind of uncharacteristic. But again, you can't expect that you're going to be able to change the result of all of the points. And obviously, you don't want to change the result of the points that you played well on. And then you can't expect to necessarily change the outcome or the results of the point. Like that one would have been an easy change, right? I just called the return to serve out because it landed out and I didn't call it out. And I would have already won this game. But instead, I'm already down a break, holding on to try and hold serve here. And instead now I'm down break point again. So anyway, sometimes there are just really minor changes, like there, call the ball out. I can have a reasonable expectation to be able to do that, and that could have made a big difference here. I'd be down 3-1 instead of 4-0, and that'd be 1 break instead of 2. It's still not that great, but it's better, right? So the point is, like I said, it's easy to kind of record your matches, and when you've got it recorded and you can watch all of it in let's say 10-15 minutes, you can quickly also take some stats for your match and learn a lot from that. And like I say, usually you're going to go back and you're going to want to find those handful of points or so that you could have played differently, or again, you could have had a reasonable expectation that you could have done better on that point. All right. And with, again, the idea of thinking that, if you pick like 5 or 6 points, you might not win all of them. But if you could have won 2 or 3 out of those 5 or 6, even that could have had a pretty big difference, okay? For me, I think that if I had sunk that forehand when I'm up 15-love in my service game, as well as call the ball out when I'm serving down 0-3, but game point for me, we could be at 2-2 instead of 0-4, And now instead, we're down 0-5 in the score. And the first set has pretty much gotten away from us. Here we're trying to maybe hold on to our serve so that we don't let our opponent serve first in the second. But as you're going to see here on this point, this is an asterisk point as well, right? Because, well, could I have easily changed the outcome of that point? Probably, right? Just don't blow that sitter volley on top of the net. But at this point, you're down left 5, left 30. That was just a little bit kind of loose right there. My forehand's just kind of letting me down on this day. At the end, what I calculated in my matches, I made 18 unforced errors total, or no, 19. I forgot a volley unforced error that I was supposed to add after. So I made 19 unforced errors and hit 5 winners. So I'm at a minus 14 differential. So much for me making a video on how to hit more winners than unforced errors, right? Easier said than done, though, I said in the video, right? But if you want to know which video I'm talking about a video. I made a video called How to Hit More Winners Than Unforced Errors, where I kind of introduced the idea of being pleasantly surprised. Maybe I'll see if I can add a link to that video somewhere. And just saying that basically I didn't do that great of a job of that today, because I'm at a minus 14 ratio at the end of the day of winners and unforced errors. However, if you look at Hugo, my opponent here, he is at a plus 11 differential. He hit 19 winners and made only 8 unforced errors. So, you could watch on some of his shots and see if you can spot some shots that maybe for him seem like, maybe that pleasant surprise idea was there, where maybe he wasn't going for the winner per se. Like that shot right there, actually, I think could have been somewhat of a pleasant surprise. When he was kind of on the back foot, he was getting pushed back a little bit there. He wasn't in position necessarily to hit a winner. You can see on the last point even he was in a fairly similar position and missed the forehand. So to hit a winner there was probably a pleasant surprise for him on those 2 or 3 points ago or so. Okay. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm at a minus 14 and he's at a plus 11. So yeah, obviously it's a pretty big difference. But you see here that in the first set, obviously there are a few more points that I wish I could change and take back, and that could have changed the outcome. The second set I hold on a little bit better, so basically, there are less points that I would have needed to change. There are a lot there that I can't really do anything on anyways. When he's just hitting big serves, there's not much I could do. This is a point that I do wish that I feel like I could change, and mainly this shot right here. I just dumped that too short, and I get punished right away. He hits a winner by me, but if I could have hit that ball with a little bit more confidence, maybe a little bit deeper, and maybe to the backhand side, that would have helped. I mean, I wasn't in a good spot score-wise anyways. It would just had him up 30-15 on his own serve, but again, it would have just been nice to be able to capitalize on that point, which I played well, because sometimes it's pretty demoralizing when you play a point pretty well and you still don't get it in the end. And if anything, when your opponent hits a clean winner off of your swing volley, again, yeah, that's kind of demoralizing, to say the least. Okay, even right there, he just blows the winner by me off of a fairly good shot. So at this point, I'm thinking I need to step it up a little bit. I need to start going for my shots a little bit more, because he's really dictating everything. And all credit to Hugo on this day. I didn't put up that great of a match in terms of the stats or anything, but at the same time, when you look at his match and his performance, it's pretty clean. I mean, like I said, a plus 11. He was hitting winners off of both wings, forehands, backhands. He was hitting winners from behind the baseline, from inside the court, off of low balls, high balls. He's hitting winners off of the return of serve. So, when your opponent plays a really clean match too, that puts more pressure on you. You kind of have the tendency to want to go for a little bit more, and that's when those extra errors creep in. The trick is to try and stay calm and not panic, and trust and believe that your game could be good enough to take them out. And if it isn't, it isn't, but at least believe that it is. Keep the hope alive. But let me know what you guys think about this format, about this way of looking back at your matches, trying to figure out the kind of those key moments that you wish you could change. Maybe let me know in the comments if what you think about the moments that I selected for myself, at least, or if you would have picked different moments, different points, different shots that you think, hey, if you made this one, that could have made a little bit of a difference. And yeah, I mean, I invite you to just kind of go back and watch the match. Actually, there was one that just went by right there, because you saw I had 15-30 on his serve, and there was that was just a poor unforced error. And then as you can see, a couple big serves and big shots after, and then that opportunity, because I missed that forehand, boom, it goes by really quick. So anyway, yeah, the forehand was a little off. You saw that one just flew by as well too. So hopefully, try and have the forehand be a little bit more on next time. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the format, and if you feel like you learn a little bit this way by just watching the match play and kind of getting an idea as to what I would look for for myself as a player, or or for students sometimes when I'm going to show them how to understand how to kind of play the game a little bit, get them to understand match dynamics and everything. This is one of the things that we do when we go back and we look at matches, and we try and find those key moments in the match, and then also look at key aspects in our game as well too, to kind of help us determine what we want to be doing out on the practice court. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching this far. If you've made it all the way to here, won't spoil it for you, but it's about to end pretty soon. I don't manage to make the miracle comeback in this match here, but again, Hugo played a really clean match, and it was actually kind of even though I got a pretty severe beating, it felt good to get out and hit the ball with a player of that caliber. So I enjoyed it. Anyways, we'll see everybody on the next video.